Welcome to the Wild Speculation Sampler. I am Henry.
I am Brandon.
And Wild Speculation is a podcast of decisive answers to urgent questions where we take a hypothetical situation and explore it to your heart's content.
Yeah, pretty much we take the questions that you might ask your friends when you've had a few drinks and we explore them more than you should, more than really anyone should. But you know what? These are the hard questions that everyone needs to ask.
What's about to happen here is you're going to hear some of our favorite moments of our first 20-something episodes of us being the most ridiculous.
Yeah, and if we offend anybody,
fuck you.
Don't. That's right. That's what we want to say. If we offend anybody, even if we don't, go fuck yourself. Enjoy the sampler of Wild Speculation. If you like it,
please subscribe to our podcast.
For God's sake. And we apologize about the fuck you thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so what if only men wore sexy Halloween costumes? Because now it's like, I mean, that it is kind of becoming a thing where like almost every costume fit for females. There's like a sexy quote unquote alternative.
The like maximum length of any undergarment of like any skirt is like 3 inches.
Right. Yeah, it has to be short.
You can't even like you can't just not bend over. Like you can't like lean forward.
No.
Right. It's because everybody will see your clitoris and your labia majora and menorah.
You got.
I don't know why you keep a menorah down there. By the way, that's a lot. Like that's not that much space to keep a pretty significant candle operation.
Mazel tov. I didn't know she was Jewish. Good, because
she keeps a menorah down there.
That would be a pretty good indicator.
We'd also be way better at fighting wolves. Like right now, we're pretty piss poor at fighting wolves. Like we're about as good.
Except Liam Neeson, he's all right.
Oh yeah, like the Grey's Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Is pretty solid.
Yeah, okay. Everybody else not so good at fighting wolves in that movie.
No, I didn't actually watch the movie, but I am familiar with the cover of The Grey, and it seemed like he was pretty into fighting wolves.
It's good.
My favorite part of The Grey is when
you didn't see?
Which was when he told that wolf that he was going to find him and he was going to kill them because he has a unique set of wolf killing skills.
My favorite part of The Grey was when Liam Neeson told that one wolf to get off his plane.
My favorite part of The Grey is when that wolf cut Liam Neeson in half and let him fall into a pit while Ewan McGregor screamed.
Yeah, my favorite part was when that one wolf said, "In my axe!" and he put his little paw down with that axe and gave it to that wolf, Elijah Wood.
My favorite part of The Grey was when that wolf was trying to kill 6 million Jews.
I swear to God, I was about to say my favorite part of The Grey was the wolf that was wearing the red dress. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, Schindler's Wolf.
Oh, the worst. We are. But the cover. Oh God, we can't make fun of Schindler's List. But imagine the cover of Schindler's List with a hand reaching up, but
in a paw.
It's a wolf paw. It's a wolf paw.
My favorite part of The Grey is when Liam Neeson tells that wolf that he loves them and says yes right on Christmas Day.
Is that Love Actually?
Wolf Actually.
Wolf Actually. My favorite part of The Grey was when that wolf does all that cocaine and talks with Matthew McConaughey and Jonah Hill. And they run Wall Street because they're the wolf of Wall Street.
So JFK
doesn't die.
So yeah, does in this scenario does he get shot and it just ricochets off? And he's like, "Bring it, everybody! I'm invincible." That'd be so great.
He makes him stop the van or the car.
Everybody, pull over!
I got something to say.
If you try to shoot me with a gun, it will bounce off. I am immortal.
Bow down to me, Dallas. And then he just stared at Lee Harvey Oswald, whose head just explodes.
I picture him more climbing up the wall and then strangling Lee Harvey Oswald.
And then all the people in the crowd are just like looking at each other. Are we supposed to laugh or? I'll tell you what, if that happened, there'd be no fucking Cold War. No one's gonna go to war with a guy who can destroy you with his brain.
Fucking king of the world forever.
Yeah. He just saves that special power until he got scared by a bullet. Not even scared, but he got
somebody tried to bullet him.
So
yeah. So after he strangles Lee Harvey Oswald by bending his rifle around his neck
and then throwing his body in his face. If you say if you own cocaine and you say my cocaine, say it.
Michael Caine.
You're saying Michael Caine, the actor, as he says his own name.
I like Michael Caine.
Say it. No, just like don't even put an accent on. Just say Mike. Like Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Just say it.
Orange the size of a tambourine.
An orange.
A diamond the size of a tambourine.
No. Wow, you totally biffed that. You biffed-handing that up. Michael Caine. That sounds
Make
like him.
like a tree and get out of here.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off me.
I'm Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Good night.
And good luck.
Good night, you princes of future. You multis of fly.
Hello? Hello? McFly? Hey, anyone there, McFly? Oh.
I'm covered in manure.
1.21 gigawatts.
I'm being chased by Syrians.
These are all lines from Back to the Future, too. Marty, I'm being chased by Syrians.
Is your name Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwears.
I wish he was in that movie as every character.
Every part. So that was our sampler. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, Brandon's real creepy.
Real creepy.
It's like you're doing a Reagan. That's nice.
I'm gonna thank you for listening to our pit podcast. Ronald Reagan remix.
Mr. Gorbachev, please subscribe to our podcast. Just click the link that's on the thing and do the thing that you want to do and subscribe to our podcast because we're Jews.
It's pretty good. No, yeah. Subscribe to our podcast, listen to our podcast, rate our podcast, tell your friends about our podcast, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on everything.
Podcast.
Listen.
Podcast.
All podcasts.
Please podcast.
Mostly our podcasts.
Podcast.
God bless podcast. Podcast.
Podcast America.
Podcast.